Well, hello, my name is Gant and welcome back to Ace Academy. Today, we are gonna do the Valerie route, so let us get started. I should spend some time on my studies, but I don't want to be cooped up inside when it's such a beautiful day out. Taking a stroll through campus, I find an isolated bench near the campus cafe and pull out my tablet. Maybe I'll take a look at my first assignment for my foreign exchange international bridging class. I log into my web link, but I can't find the tab for my class. Maybe the professor hasn't set it up yet? I wonder if anyone else is having trouble. Good thing that Valerie girl gave me her number in class. I find it on my phone and give her a call. She answers the phone almost immediately.
Oh my, someone's eager. Aren't you supposed to wait 3 days before calling a girl?
No? Isn't it like 2? Is it 2 or 3? I don't remember. I've never heard of that rule before. Really? But I've always called a girl when I needed her.
You need me?
Yes, I need you. Yes, I need help.
The answer is yes.
I haven't even asked you yet.
Sorry, go ahead.
Are you able to access the... Sorry. Are you able to access the Foreign Exchange International Bridging Class web link?
This is why you called me?
Yeah, why else will I call you? Oh shit. I feel like I got a sixth sense for this thing. What the fuck? Why else would I call you? No, why else would I call? She sighs.
Hold on. Let me log in.
I wait in silence while she types on the line.
Yeah, I can see it. Why?
What's the assignment?
The professor wants us to go off campus and explore the city of Hisokaze.
She pauses, then her voice turns into silk.
Oh, now I understand why you called. Yes, I would love to.
What? Love to what?
Be your partner.
Partner? Like, for life? She laughs.
Slow your roll, mister. We haven't even gone on a date yet.
So, partners for...
Partner for the project, silly. We can work in pairs.
Oh. Exploring the city with another person would make it more fun than going alone. Sure, yeah, let's do that.
Great. When do you want to get together?
How about this weekend?
It's a date.
No it isn't.
We'll meet at the park. See you then.
It's not a date. She hangs up before I can finish. I really hope she was joking about that. Let's get to the next Valerie event. Alrighty, let's hang out with baby girl Valerie. As I'm passing by the quad, I spot a familiar blonde head waving me over. Valerie is sitting cross-legged on the grass with a sketchbook in her lap. Across from her is a male student holding a basic pose with his hands on his waist. As I approach, he eyes me suspiciously, but is careful not to move. Valerie pats the space next to her, so I sit down. What are you doing?
Practicing my nudes.
Nude?
The model shifts out of place, but Valerie stops him.
Hey! Don't move!
He seems uncertain, but resumes his position. Valerie turns her attention to me.
Wanna see?
I can clearly see it's not a nude, so I'm not sure what she's going with this. Sure.
Whoa, wait!
The student breaks from his pose and practically leaps towards Valerie's sketchbook. As he looks at the drawing, he sighs in relief.
It's not a nude. Oh.
Of course not. You're clothed.
Yeah?
I asked you to model because I wanted to draw you exactly as I saw you. If I wanted you nude, we'd most likely be in my bedroom.
The model turns bright red as she speaks.
Is that what you want? Because we could do that.
Simp! She shakes her head.
No, I wanted a live model in the quad to capture the sunset.
Then let me get back to my pose.
Simp! Valerie sighs and pouts.
No, it's too late. We've missed the light. This is ruined.
Sorry. Maybe we can do this another time? I can give you a call.
No, you're a fucking loser.
Oh, unfortunately, I don't have a phone.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Yeah, I just moved here and I haven't gotten all of that set up yet.
I can help you out with that if you want.
That's so sweet. But I already have someone who's helping me out.
She smiles at me and puts a hand on my arm. What is happening? No, play along. I don't know, this is gonna be fun. I grin at her. That's right. In fact, that's what we were planning on doing this evening. She doesn't miss a beat.
Yeah, I was supposed to find him after we were done here, but someone's a little early.
I just couldn't stay away. I place a hand over her romantically.
Aww.
Never mind, I'd better get going.
Back off, simp. He turns away before we can say anything.
Bye.
Valerie waves as he at his retreating form. Once he's out of view, she sits back down and discards the half-finished drawing, then flips to a fresh page. You give me your number. I know you have a phone.
Obviously. Who doesn't have a phone?
Why do you tell that guy you didn't? She ignores me.
Go stand over there and strike a pose.
What?
I need you to model for me.
Unleash my inner sexy beast. I like the sound of that. Fuck it. Once she sees what I got in store for her, she'll forget all about sketching and will want to do other things. I get on my feet and flash her I get on my feet and flash her an intimate yet smothering gaze. She's taken aback and quickly averts her eyes. I can't say I'm surprised. She falls silent and she begins to sketch me. The quiet adds weight to her gaze, and I begin to feel self-conscious every time she looks at me. I decide to break the silence with the first thing I think of. So, have you given any more thought Fuck. Sorry, can't read for shit. Well, you know that about me already. So, have you given any more thought to our class assignment?
What about it?
I think going out and exploring the city will be fun.
Me too. I've never been to Japan before.
For some reason, that surprises me. What made you decide to come to Ace? She hesitates, which is also surprises me. She's usually lightning fast with her retorts.
I've always wanted to come to Asia, and Ace has a great engineering program. It was the perfect opportunity for me to leave France.
Aren't there other comparable schools in Europe? I know Germany has a strong program too.
Yeah, but what's the point of staying so close to home? Everything back there is the same. I want to study engineering, of course, but I also want to experience life.
Yeah.
That's why I'm excited for this foreign exchange class.
I'm not gonna lie, man, I want to move to Austin because I want to explore life too. I just want to get out there, I want to see the world too, but I've never seen the rest of this country. I've seen 5 states, right? And out of those 5 states I've seen, I fucking love Austin, Texas. I want to go back there, live there, then fucking travel the rest of the US, go to Florida, Nevada, Utah, Colorado. I'm just naming all the Spanish ones. Yeah, but I want to see all the states, man. Except some of the ones where it's I'm gonna fucking die if I go there, like Alabama. Fucking go to Alabama, be the only Mexican there. We don't like you brown people here in Alabama. Just fucking kill me. No, but I want to see at least most of the states. I want to go to Hawaii. That's my next fucking trip, man. Go to fucking Hawaii. Anyway, let us continue. I see. She really doesn't seem to like talking about her home in French. I wonder why.
What about you? Have you ever been to Japan before?
Yeah, I'm half Japanese. He looks back up at me and stares for a long moment, then grins.
Yes, I can tell.
But I've never really seen izakaze before.
So that means we'll be sharing new experiences together.
Yeah, I guess so. A soft smile plays at her lips, but she's quiet again. After a few more minutes, she drops her pencil and offers me her sketch pad.
Okay, what do you think?
Hey, this looks just like me. She laughs.
You don't have to sound so surprised.
How did you finish so quickly?
It's just a rough sketch. Nowhere near done.
Have you been drawing for a long time? She nods.
I doodled all the time as a kid. I used to draw on the walls at home.
I bet your mom loved that. She looks away, then shrugs.
I've never had lessons or anything, if that's what you mean. I just like to draw.
Well, you got a lot of talent. She smirks.
Maybe one day I'll show you some of my other talents.
What other talents?
You'll see. If you play your cards right.
She stretches, then presses herself to her feet.
I'd better be off. It's getting late.
What? You're leaving?
Don't sound so sad. You'll see me again.
I didn't mean it like that. She rips the drawing out of her book and hands it to me.
Here, you can keep it.
Thanks.
Don't miss me too much, okay? I'll see you later.
She waves and winks at me. Bye. I watch her go, holding the signed drawing in my hand. Alright, we're gonna get to the next event. Alrighty, let us continue. I decide to relax in the pilot's lounge. After grabbing a drink at the bar, I sit at the tables to watch the game, but a familiar face nearby table distracts me. Is that who I think it is? I make my way over and sit across from a petite girl with long blonde hair. Valerie? Her face lights up when she sees me.
What are the chances of us running into each other here?
I was about to ask you the same thing.
It must be fate.
How did you get into the pilot's lounge? Only pilots have access. Did fate let you in? She laughs, then points to the bar.
No, that guy did.
The man she points to is a tall pilot with dark hair. How old is Valerie again? She's only at first year, so she definitely isn't old enough to legally drink. What does this guy think he's doing? I watch as he pays the bartender and carries 2 beers back to our table. As he places one of the beers in front of Valerie, he frowns at me.
Who are you?
Just some dude. I'm not gonna fight you, you're fucking tall. It's a tall guy, right? You're like, what, 6 feet? You're gonna fuck me up, I'm 5'3". Someone who knows better.
What does that mean?
He has no idea. Never mind, have a seat. Cautiously, he sits down and passes Valerie her drink. Before she can take a sip, I turn to her. So, how are you liking it here at Ace so far?
It's great, of course. There's so much to learn and see.
You're not feeling homesick?
No.
That's good. Your first year from home is always the hardest. The pilot stands up, nearly knocking over his chair.
First year?
Valerie smiles.
Is that a problem?
Why did you tell me you can drink?
I can. Back in France.
I'm not trying to get into trouble. Just forget about this.
Dude, it's just a drink. He's like backing away like if it's like, whoa, she's too young for me. Like, I didn't know. I thought she was 18. He's like backing up like, I thought she was 18, officers. I thought she could drink. Yeah, you thought wrong. You're going to jail. Valerie shrugs as he walks away.
At least I got my drink.
Well, nope, I'm taking it. And I got a beer right here. I'm drinking a Samuel Adams right now. Nope. I intercept the beverage before she can drink it.
Hey! That's mine!
Weren't you paying attention? You're underage. You can't drink. She crosses her arms and pouts.
That's not fair. I've been drinking since I was 18. It's silly that because the age is so high here, I can't drink anymore.
Yeah, it is unfair, man. I used to be drinking at, I was gonna say 18, no, I used to be drinking like at 16. But those were like hidden stashes and everything, you know? Now I can legally drink as a 21-year-old man who still looks like a high schooler. I get that you're frustrated, but the school is very strict about its policies. If you're caught breaking the law, the consequences would be bad.
How bad can it be?
Like expel bad. They're very careful, especially here in the pilot's lounge, where there's a grade that can't drink. Valerie looks softened, then her mischievous grin returns.
I understand what you're saying, but I think you scared away my date not for my protection, but because you wanted me all to yourself.
Damn it, she caught me. I'm pretty irresistible myself. It seems the feeling is mutual.
What gives you that idea?
Well, you haven't left yet. I think someone enjoys my company very much.
Oh yeah? You're imagining things.
She pretends to be disinterested, but she's still here, smiling at me.
Well, you confiscated my drink and scared away my date. Guess there isn't anything left to keep me here.
She stands to leave, but I stop her. I was planning on watching the match. Would you want to watch with me? She sits back down and puts her elbow on the table, resting her face in her hands.
That depends. Will you get me a drink?
A soda? A Capri Sun?
A soda, please. What kind of girl do you think I am?
I match her smile and stand. Sure. We spend some time together until I have to leave for class. Let's get to the next Valerie event. Hi, Yuna. Let's go have some fun with Valerie at this party, man. I spot Valerie in the kitchen with some guy. Her body is pressed up against him, and she whispers something in his ear. The guy perks up, nods, then rushes out of the kitchen and towards the hallway. With a huge grin on her face, Valerie notices me and comes over. Her hips move alluringly with her walk, but she seems a tad unsteady on her feet.
Hey, you.
Valerie, are you drunk? Damn it, like the last event was for you not to be drinking, and look at you, drunk. You know what? I can't say shit because I'm a hypocrite. I was drinking when I was young too. Who was that guy?
Oh, I don't know.
Really? Because you seem kinda close.
Forget about him. He's not important.
He's not important.
The better question is, what's a guy like you doing in a place like this?
Just getting a drink.
Oh yeah?
She giggles and leans in closer to me.
I might have had a drink too.
Aren't you still underage?
Maybe.
You shouldn't be drinking.
Oops. Well, it's a little too late for that.
Actually, the more I study her, the more I can see her drunkenness is an act. I wonder why she's doing it, so I play along. Someone nearly bumps into us as they reach for a drink. Valerie frowns.
Come on, let's go find someplace else to talk. It's too busy in here.
She grabs my hand and leads me to the living room. The couch is surprisingly empty, so Valerie pops down and pats the space beside her. I oblige her and sit down.
I hope you're not still angry with me.
Huh? Angry about what?
About your core.
Oh. No, I'm not angry.
Good, because now that I'm your engineer, you're gonna be seeing a lot more of me.
Oh, yeah.
Of course. Somebody needs to make sure that your core gets a lot of tender, loving care.
Hey, I give it a lot of TLC.
I'll bet you do.
Huh?
I meant someone besides you. Someone with a gentler touch who knows how to treat it right.
You don't know anything about my core.
Well, I'd like to.
Suddenly, I'm aware of how close he is to me. He puts a hand on my arm.
I'd like the chance to get to know it intimately.
She closes the gap between us, and I feel her soft skin on me. Her breath tickles my ear as she whispers,
Do you know where Show's room is?
Yeah?
Go there. Wait for me on the bed. I'll be right behind you.
Okay. It would be wrong to say yes. Hell yeah. No thanks. The green one. It's a trap. It's a trap. I don't know what it is about this game. Whatever it's green, I'm like, yeah, let's click it. It's a trap. No. She blinks at my abrupt answer.
Why not?
I know you're not drunk.
What?
And there's definitely a guy in that room.
What?
Genuine shock shows on her face.
No, of course not. What makes you think that?
Well, I watched you do the same thing to another guy in the kitchen.
Oh, you noticed?
Yep. A smirk returns to her face, and she sits up straight.
Huh. Guess you're smarter than you look.
Yeah. I get C's. I'm smart, Valerie. Jeez. I'm not sure if I should be flattered or insulted. Why are you doing this?
Doing what?
You know what I mean.
I'm just having a little fun. It's a party after all.
But you're toying with these guys' emotions. Aren't you worried someone's going to get hurt? Valerie laughs.
Oh, please. Like they're any better.
Huh?
A drunk girl and an empty room. The fact that they jumped on that opportunity means there is only one thing on their mind. Then who would have gotten hurt?
He does have a point. A good guy wouldn't take advantage of someone who wasn't thinking clearly.
I'm just turning their own game against them.
It's still wrong. Your system is flawed. You're a regular vigilante. I suppose they aren't that innocent, huh?
Exactly. And someone has to show them the error of their ways.
And that just happens to be you.
Well...
She draws out the word, then smirks.
Nah, not tonight. I've got something even better in mind.
Shit. She grabs my hand and leads me towards the rave downstairs.
Come on, let's dance.
Girl, I can't dance for shit. Although at first I tried to protest, she is persistent, and we end up having a great night of dancing and chatting. It's late by the time... Okay, this is Alrighty, I'll see you in the next event. Valerie and I should get started on our class project. I go to call Valerie's number when I notice a text that came in earlier today. It's from Valerie. Hey, I'm heading over to the park in just a bit. I'll meet you there soon to finish up the assignment. She didn't even confirm with me before going. What if I wasn't available? What if I was unavailable? Though I suppose she probably intended to finish the assignment one way or the other. I better head out then. After making my plans, I head downstairs.
Oh hey! Didn't see you there, big bro.
She seems to be back to her usual self. I'm glad to see you're feeling better.
Oh yeah, I definitely am.
As she speaks, a devilish smile graces her lips. She's up to something.
Anyway, you going out today?
Yeah, why? She starts giggling.
No reason.
Okay. Hey, actually I'm glad I ran into you. I want to apologize.
Apologize?
Yeah, I saw your text from a couple of days ago, and I'm sorry I didn't answer. I didn't have my phone on me, so I didn't see them till too late. Nikki crosses her arms.
Yeah, sure. Likely story.
No, really. I accidentally left it in my gear.
What?
Twice.
Oh, come on. At least come up with something more believable.
What's more believable than the truth? No, really, it's the truth.
What was your phone doing in your gear in the first place?
It was charging. She blinks at me.
You really are hopeless.
Look. I pull up my messages and flash the phone in her face. Rolling her eyes, she reluctantly takes a look. Dot dot dot. What do you mean by Nikki bites her lip as she continues scrolling.
Oh no!
She hands back my phone. That's not the reaction I was expecting. Something's up. I narrow my eyes. I don't like, oh no. What did you do, Nikki?
You might not want to go into the garage.
The garage? My bike! My baby! Mi amor! I spin on my heel and race towards the garage as Nikki cries out for me to wait. Throwing open the door, I feel a hand squeezing my heart. Nikki catches up with me and cringes.
Now, before you get mad,
Nikki.
just remember that I was really annoyed with you and wanted revenge.
Not helping. She quiets down, but she can't stand the silence.
At least it looks really pretty now.
It looks like a unicorn threw up all over my baby. All I can do is stare in horror at the glittery desecration of my beautiful bike. Nikki hides her face in her hands.
I'm sorry. I promise I'll clean it up.
Yeah, you will.
Let me get a bucket.
Nikki turns to leave, but I sigh. Not right now. I have to go. I take another look at the pink sparkling winking in the light. Maybe I should take the bus. No, I can't. The bus won't come for another 20 minutes, and I need to leave now.
Okay, I'll clean it up later then.
I nod. With a grimace, I reluctantly ease myself onto the bike. The engine roars to life, and glitter flutters behind me with a rainbow trail of happiness. Whee! This is so embarrassing. I park my bike and text Valerie that I'm at the entrance of the park. Although she responds that she's closed, it's still another 10 minutes before she arrives, dressed in a skirt and heels. She greets me playfully.
I hope you weren't waiting too long.
No? What's the deal with your outfit?
This is what you're supposed to wear on a date.
Check her out. Yeah, man. I eye her up and down, my eyes locking somewhere in the upper section of her body.
What are you looking at?
You know where I'm looking at. Continue to admire the greatness assets in silence. I like how it zooms in. My gaze, it cannot be averted. Those supple humps are simply... A delicate finger pushes my chin until I'm looking at Valerie's smiling face.
I think that's long enough.
How about a few more minutes? Like 10?
You don't get that privilege until at least the third date.
I sulk. Okay, well, we should get started. She nods.
What did you have in mind?
The assignment wants us to find the pillars of town, which are in the heart of the park, so I guess we should start walking.
Good idea.
She grabs my hand and leads me deeper into the park. As we continue to walk, her pace wanes. You okay?
Of course.
Nope, you're not okay. You're wearing heels. You should have wore like flats or something. Or like sneakers. Valerie smiles, but I can tell she's uncomfortable. Offer her your arm. I hold out my arm for her to take. Here, you can lean on me for support. She shakes her head.
Honestly, I'm fine.
Suddenly, her ankle wobbles. Steady her. I wrap my arm around her and hold her steady as she regains her balance. She glances at me in surprise, and I think I see a blush on her cheeks. Then her usual smile returns to her face, and she snakes an arm around my own, leaning slightly into me. Now it's my turn to blush. Soon, we reach a large fountain. In the center stands a statue of a woman who seems to grow out of the water. Tears trickle from her eyes, and water flows down from a giant pearl in her hands. Sea creatures cling to her dress, which looks to be made of foam. Surrounding the fountain are 4 stone columns. Valerie breathes a sigh of wonder.
She's beautiful, but she looks so sad.
I wonder who she is. As Valerie continues to gaze at the statue, I circle the fountain for a plaque. Ah! It says she's popularly... Fuck, man. Let me get this beer. Okay. Ah. It says she is popularly known as Yumiko, and she is the protector of the island.
What does she protect them from?
I squint at the plaque. She was a villager from Izukaze and was married to a fisherman. He was a good man, and the two of them were happy, but no matter how hard they tried, she was unable to conceive a child. One day, her husband came home with a usually large catch. As he sorted through the fish, he found a young boy tangled in his net. Thinking it's a gift from the gods, he wrapped the child in a blanket and brought him home to his wife. Umiko was thrilled and immediately took the child like her own son. The boy was extremely curious about the world above the sea, and happily adopted Yumiko as his mother. Valerie kneels beside me.
But the boy was the son of the Dragon King, who transformed into a human and came on land to collect his son and bring him back to the sea. But as his gaze landed on Umiko, whose face was wet with tears, he fell in love and wished to take her back to his palace beneath the waves. Umiko refused, angering the king. He reverted to his dragon form and called upon the ocean waves to swallow the village. One way or the other, she would be with him in the sea.
Valerie pauses and winkles her nose.
Of course a man throws a temper tantrum because he can't get his way.
What do you mean, of course? Pretty sure it's the woman who throws a tantrum. It's just a story. What do you mean, of course? Like, he was just a dick. Not all men are like that. She looks at me, then breaks into a smile.
Well, alright. I know one man who isn't.
I'm sure you know more than just one.
Nope. Just one.
I turn back to the plaque. As Umiko watched the destruction of the waves, she agrees to join the Dragon King. Among protests from her husband, she threw herself into the ocean. Then, the servants of the king drag Umiko down to the palace.
The servants must be the sea creatures. That's why they're clinging to her dress.
I nod. Still, the Dragon King continued to flood the island to ensure Umiko would never be tempted to return to the surface. Unable to watch her people suffering, while the king slept, Umiko dislodged the pearl which granted the dragon his powers from his chest, and swallowed it.
Ew.
Yeah. Valerie continues reading.
Since then, Umiko continues to protect the village from the Dragon King's wrath, and in return, the people throw a festival in her honor.
Poor Umiko. Whoa, with power like that, I'll be unstoppable! The story has no ending. Poor Umiko. That's really sad.
Why?
All Umiko wanted was to be a mother, and the child which she thought was a blessing was more like a curse.
Well, at least now that she lives in the sea, she can be a mother.
You think so? I think as long as she has the Dragon King's power, she can never let her guard down.
I don't mean a mother for the dragon child. She's more like the mother of Izukaze.
Huh. You know what? I didn't think of that, to be honest, because I'm not really thinking of, like, going down for like a psychiatry or, you know what I mean? Like a physiological thing. I'm just here to have fun, Valerie. I suppose that's true.
It's not quite what she wanted, but at least her sacrifice wasn't in vain. Clearly the people...
Fuck. Sorry. Fuck.
It's not quite what she wanted, but at least her sacrifice wasn't in vain. Clearly the people love her.
Valerie stares at the fountain, but I can't read the expression on her face. What do you think about the story? She looks unusually solemn.
She was put into an unfair situation and did what she felt she needed to do. It's very admirable, but it's also sad. Once the Dragon King showed up, Umiko's life was no longer her own to live. But at least she hasn't been forgotten.
That's true. I'm curious about the festival they throw in her honor. Do you know anything about it? She shakes her head.
Maybe we'll learn more about her in class.
Speaking of class, we should probably get started on those pillars. Valerie snaps to attention.
Right.
We wandered the corners of the fountain, where each pillar stands. A word is carved into each one of them. Benevolence, achievement, honor, and virtue. I pull out my phone and take a picture of each column.
Ooh, are you keeping a memento of our date because you're having such a good time?
It's not a date. Valerie just laughs. And no, I'm doing the assignment. The next step is to define what we think of each pillar means.
Okay.
Any ideas?
For which one?
Okay, let's see. The first one, benevolence. Benevolence.
I think, just like its definition, it's a reminder to do kindly unto others.
Kind of like Umiko's sacrifice. She puts her own wants and needs aside to take care of her village.
I don't know how much of it was sacrifice, since she was forced into it.
Well, she was forced into it, but like, at the end of the day, she didn't really need to do it. You know what I mean? She could have been like, fuck these people, fuck my husband, fuck this king, I'm going to a different island, fuck everyone, you know what I mean? She could have been like that, or like, you know what? Fuck you guys, I'm out. Technically, she did have a choice. She could either go with him into the ocean, or die with everyone on the shore. Oh yeah, that's another option. I'm like, fuck you guys, I'm out of here. No, she could have just died with them.
That's not much of a choice.
Well, technically, you could, you know, die or live. It's a choice. Still counts. Lawyered. Valerie frowns as she crosses her arms. Calm down, Cowdy. Valerie bursts out laughing.
She does that quite a bit, doesn't she?
Achievement. Achievement.
I think it means we mustn't squander the life we are given. Each goal we achieve, be it small or large, brings us one step closer to fulfillment.
That is true, man. Even though I like the small ones, I like small achievements, man. Like, every time I get a new subscriber, like, even if it's just one, or I get one comment, one like, I still look at it like a little bit of achievements, like, someone is watching this and someone liked it. I made an impact, no matter how small it was, I made an impact on your life. And it's crazy, we all do that. Like, even if it's little things, like, if you buy your friend a chips, or you give your mom a hug, or something like that. It's the small things in life that counts. And the large things in life are good too, and they will be with you for a long time. But it's those little things that make you who you are. It shows what kind of person you are sometimes. And it's pretty cool. I like them. After all, you never know when a Dragon King will fall in love with you.
And ruin your life forever.
Yeah. Well then. Fortune? Fortitude. Fortitude.
It's pretty straightforward. It's perseverance. And I think it's mostly geared towards mental and emotional perseverance instead of physical. Even when times are hard, we must remember to keep moving forward and to always have hope.
Yeah. Sometimes that like fucks with me sometimes, where it's like, even though times are hard and you want to give up, you have to keep going. Like, fuck man, there's sometimes I'm trying to write a song that I can never I have writer's block and it's bad. And it's like sometimes you just gotta get through it, man. There's sometimes where I'm depressed and I need to go through it. Like, fuck man, like none of this matters. Like, what if this YouTube thing doesn't go, right? Or what if I'm just wasting my time doing these YouTube videos? I don't know, man. It gets me fucked up sometimes. But you know what? Every time I see at least one view, I'm like, you know what? It counts as a victory. And it helps me push forward to keep making these videos and try something new, like with my Persona 4 videos, which because of time I haven't been making them yet, which I'll probably make 2 videos a day after this video. I'm just bad with scheduling, man. Which, you know, I gotta get better on that. Yeah. Valerie looks playful.
I wonder if Umiko's husband always hoped that she would come back to him, or if he gave up on her.
He probably didn't give up, man. Like, that's the thing about love. If you truly love someone, no matter... We're like dogs a little bit, humans. That we're faithful to the end, which is kind of crazy. And you know, some people are like, then why did my boyfriend or girlfriend cheat on me? It's like, hey, don't get me wrong. We're not like animals, 100%. We fuck up time and time again, but when it's someone you really care about, where it's like a deep connection, like a soulmate or something, right? I don't know, man. It's just, we're just fucking loyal like that, which is crazy. Let me just drink my beer. I'm just drinking one beer, man. Like, I'm not getting drunk or anything, but I've been like just sipping it time and time again. I don't know.
I think he probably gave up as soon as the Dragon King set his sights on her.
I wouldn't be sure about that. Valerie just shrugs. Abstinence. Did I say that right? Abstinence? That's the thing about like, no, it's not abstinence. I'm thinking abstinence, that stupid thing where it's like, we're not gonna have sex until we get married. We're gonna wear these rings and promise Jesus. I mean, that's abstinence. Or maybe it is abstinence, man. Whatever this one is. Abstinence. Valerie smirks.
No.
It's not about sex? She winks.
I know. It's about self-restraint. Especially during times of low supplies, people should strive to control their indulgences.
Yeah. I'm sure this becomes a pillar back when the village suffered from floods and bad harvests, like in Umiko's story.
I agree.
Valerie looks amused.
Well, the rest of the project should be a breeze now that I've done all the hard work.
That wasn't my intention. I was just curious about your interperception of the words are, and if they are the same as mine.
Of course.
She winks. But I really am just curious. Since we gotten all of our pictures, let's head back.
Sure.
Valerie nods and starts walking. Suddenly, she stumbles.
Ah!
I rush to her. What happened? Are you okay?
No!
What's wrong? She holds up the remains of her shoe.
My heel broke!
Why were you wearing heels at a park? What?
Do you know how hard it is to find the perfect pair of heels?
No, because I would never wear heels in my life. I can honestly say that I do not. She sighs, slips off her broken shoe, and balances on one foot. Maybe we should head back. We got the pictures and we can finish the rest of our project later.
Yeah.
She hesitates, reluctant to let her bare foot touch the ground. I have a solution. I'll carry you, okay?
No, you don't have to. I can walk.
She puts down a tentative foot and takes a couple of uneven steps. I sing my arm around her waist. She glances at me.
What are you doing?
Picking you up?
Wouldn't it be easier for me to jump on your back?
Only the prince's treatment for you. That's no way to treat a princess. Valerie giggles.
I like the way you think.
She doesn't protest as I lift her in my arms. Valerie falls silent, and I can't help but wonder what she's thinking. Without her sharp tongue, she seems strangely vulnerable. Once we reach my bike, her eyes grow wide.
That's your bike?
For a second, I've forgotten about the rainbow sparkles. It usually doesn't look like this. Valerie doesn't even try to hold in her laughter. This is the second girl that laughed at me. The first one was fucking Cowdy. Tears form in her eyes.
Uh-huh. Are you sure you don't have any experience picking out heels?
It sounds to me you are able to walk on your own now.
No!
So,
I'm sorry.
Valerie clings to me and she buries her face in my shirt, trying to calm her laughter. Once she's calmed down, I gently place her on the back of my bike and climb on in front of her. Without my prompting, she wraps her arms around me. I'm suddenly glad she can't see my face. It seems like this isn't your first time on a bike.
No, my mother had a boyfriend who drove a motorcycle back in France, so I got used to riding one.
Had?
Yes.
Valerie doesn't offer up an explanation, so I start the engine and head back to Ace. She leans onto me the entire ride back. So, I park my bike at Ace. Soon, I park my bike at Ace. I can take you to your dorm. As I slide off, I hold out my arm, but Valerie shakes her head. Shakes her hand. Shakes her head. She hops off the bike and flashes me her usual smirk.
It's only our first date. Way too early to be bringing poison to my room.
It's not a date. She smiles and kisses me on the cheek.
Thank you for taking me home.
Maybe she'll give me another kiss? Do I also get a thank you for carrying you? For carrying you. Fuck. Valerie smirks.
As a matter of fact, you do.
I ready myself for another kiss, but it never comes.
I'll have the project done tonight. This is my way of thanking you for being such a gentleman. You can look everything over and turn it in.
Wait. You're not... Oh, fuck. Wait, you're not doing all of it, are you? Valerie merely smirks.
Anyway, this was nice. Let's do it again sometime.
Yeah, I like that.
I will wear sturdier shoes.
I like that too. She laughs and slips off another shoe on her foot, then waves goodbye as she heads back to her dorm. I still don't think it's fair for Valerie to do the whole project herself, but if that's what she wants, then I can't stop her. I'll just be sure to help with revisions. I hop on my bike and head back home. Alright, I am gonna end it there. Hello, Uncle Kaito. Alright, man, I'm gonna end it there. If you liked the video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notifications, and leave a comment. I'm not gonna lie, man, that was really fun, the Valor one. I don't know what it is, it was like really just playful, flirty and shit, man. But it was really fun. I kinda like it so far. Alright, man, this is, well, girl, man, girl, you know what, I don't know who you are, but thank you for watching, man. I gotta stop saying that, man. Sorry. Alright, thank you for watching. Alright. This is farewell. And as always, bye bye.